Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another neki broadcast. Today I'm bringing you the grand finals of the fixed time tournament. Wesnoth is the name of the game, Daniel BR is the name of the opponent, and this is going to be an absolutely brutal series simply because this gentleman over here, Daniel BR, is incredibly aggressive, is in tip-top shape. He has just eliminated Mato. It's an achievement, although Mato has had some issues lately in terms of gameplay, but I can assure you this is going to be high quality Wesnoth, and the map first pick has been pre-decided. It's Howling Ghost Badlands. What am I going to be? Aggressive map, aggressive players, aggressive factions, kind of. I don't know. I just hope he's not Orc. That's all I'm praying for. Undead is not too bad on this map. I will have to be reliant on ghosts, and with their 50% defense, you never know. So I'm waiting for input from side 1. Hopefully there are no issues. Not sure what's going on. Anyway, it seems we've spawned as side 2, so we are kind of defending, and as always I'm going to try from position 2. I'm going to try to get these villages, try to prepare for an attack. I mean, in case he's Orc, I'm going to prepare for an attack from this side. Yes, I am streaming, and I am going to try to focus on my gameplay. I'm going to try and avoid speaking during my turn, and that's the spirit, Daniel BR. Let's have an absolutely fantastic game and let the people enjoy, because that's what we are doing. All this for the crowd, for entertainment. So let's see here. I said I'm not going to speak, so I'm going to focus on the recruits. Now I do need a ghost. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It just screams for a ghost, so I'm going to get it now. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Bats are absolutely fantastic on this map. However, I have to be careful, because if I do recruit lots of bats, then I might not have enough units to fight my opponent, and already I went with an expensive unit, which is the ghost, so I have to really be careful here not to overcommit. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So definitely this is going to be a bat, right? It's not quick, so I'm keen on recruiting yet another bat. It's just good to have these bats to scout and also always threaten a run by. So this bat is going to go here, and I do need another bat for scouting purposes, and make it quick. Feral, resilient, not a problem. Resilient, strong, not too bad, I guess. So we are going to go obviously on the main keep, and we are going to try and recruit lots of defensive units, but it's really important to see what my opponent is. It's going to be turn 2. I really doubt I'll be able to see him without a quick bat. No chance there. So again, this is one of the maps where rematch is really not an option for practical reasons. Simply, the enemies don't get to see each other before the 2-turn limit expires. Now I am going to try and get as much intel on this side as possible, see exactly what's coming on me here before I get the village. This ghost can just pick up this village. This bat can 1 2. Is it quick? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah, it's not going to work, is it? Okay. Now, I can either be offensive or defensive. Now, the only faction that I'm scared of on this map is Drakes. So for this reason, I should be recruiting Adepts and Skeleton Archers. But if I recruit too many Skeleton Archers, I might end up having issues with Orc. Again, I'm not too scared about Orc. So it's really a tough one. I used to like Undead quite a lot. Now I just think it's not that strong anymore. So I really don't know, guys. I feel like I should have lots of bones recruited. So I'm gonna go with the Skeleton Archer and another Skeleton Archer. Poison is always nice, but if I'm going versus Orc, one skeleton would be useful. Also, one skeleton versus Drakes can be useful as well. I'm just not sure. Before I see what he is, I'm really not comfortable with my recruits. I could get an Adept just in case. She's quick. Yeah, this gives me at least some mobility. Now, again, this should let me be relatively well prepared for anything that's thrown at me. I do have the leader here with his 6/5 blade attack, so it complements whatever I'm lacking in terms of melee attacks. So that's fine. My only problem is, how do I distribute these units? I would kind of need to swarm with undead, so I would kind of need to have lots of these bone units on both flanks and finally make an attack on both sides. Marchi Ruge, thank you so much. Million Boy is his alias, so yes, thank you, much appreciated. Guess I'm going to need it. I'm not sure what my opponent is yet, but I have a feeling I am going to need it. So let's see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Will I be able to see anything useful? Yes, I will. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I am going versus Loyalist. Not that bad. Not that bad. If I'm completely honest with you, I was fearing Drake, and I simply love this leader, Javelineer. It's just absolutely, I mean, it can be annoying versus Ghost. It's a great defensive leader, but for some reason I actually prefer to play against him with Undead. I mean, he dies to 2 full hits, 2 Adepts that don't miss, so that's always a possibility. Now, my only worry are these calves, and if there is anybody that could abuse calves, then it's none other than Daniel BR. Now, I would be keen on putting a bit of pressure, if I'm completely honest with you. I don't know what I'm going against, right? But whatever it is, it can't be that bad. I have bones first, and it just can't be that bad. Okay, so oh, Kakari and the Archers. They cost 15 gold. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad, to be honest. They are quite useless units. I'm completely honest with you. So basically he's destroyed undead. Anyway, let's focus on this game here at hand. Unfortunately, I don't have the resources to make an impactful attack at this point. You see, he's pushing these calves forward. He loves doing that. He probably has two on this side, one that got the village, and another one here. So he's recruited 3 calves, at least. I can assure you. I mean, this is a man that likes to be in control of the map, right? And he's going to just recruit mass mages. So I do need to be careful here. You see, there is yet another cav, and that is incredibly annoying. And this is the map where the mobility of the cabs can be abused. So you see, there is yet another, well, it's a horseman, but in its heart it's actually another cav. So because of these calves, I can't really commit to an attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have to do something like a half-hearted solution. So two, 3, 4, 5. Because he can do a run by, right? So I would have to be really careful how I place my units. So I would do this, and now I would do this, and then I would do that, and now I can only wait and see. He could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so he can't really get the village. Or he could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 again. He still can't get the village. But this, oh, this is not even in range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so kind of a half-hearted attack on this side. Now he must be careful though. You mustn't be playing with fire on this side, because I might simply get angry and stop him from getting back home, right? So yeah, oh, thank you, dwarf there. Dwarf tough, that's really important. It does matter. Now you see, he's pushing this cav forward. So if you think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can't really get far. Also here, he could get this village, and then he could get the other village, and then he would have a bunch of villages, right? He would have 2 villages basically, which would be absolutely fantastic for him. But I'm willing to exchange those villages for units, so there we go. Let's see if I can prevent him from going to that village. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So at least come to this village where I have but at the same time, I don't think preventing him from getting a particular village would help my case too much. I would rather... Look, he can still go around. How can he do that? He can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me just put it here. Now he can't really run that far. I'm not going to attack him though. That would be suicidal. So I'm going to start some sort of skirmish here with the ghost and with the bat, and I'm going to see what he intends to do. So on this side, does he intend to go back? Does he intend to defend it? I'm going to make him take some decisions. Now, I am susceptible to a run-by, so I'm taking lots of risks here. I'm actually hoping to intimidate him more than anything, right? So he's bullying me with these calves, but as you ladies and gentlemen know, Neki does not get bullied, right? So you see, he did not do the run-by to get those villages. So Neki does not get bullied, and he is kind of forced to do a step back, right? So yes, so far so good. He is developing a sizable force, and this heavy infantryman is quick, which is extremely annoying. I will waste tons and tons of time here trying to kill this this cavalryman, but I'm not going for that cavalryman. So you see, I'm trying to do a run-by with the bat because he has his forces amassed here on this side, and this cav is basically doing mostly nothing. There is a mage, but the mage is not quick. He can just come back. Then the ghost here also is not doing much. It could just leech some experience, right? But it could do that anywhere. If I push the ghost forward, the ghost would basically threaten this village. The bat would threaten a further run-by. This does 3, 4, and then it basically dies. Well, it's quick actually, 3, 4, 2, so kind of does quite a lot of damage there. Now I'm gonna waste a lot of time with these archers. Okay, gonna waste a lot of time with these archers here. I mean, this is a dead cavalryman most likely, but I won't have the necessary forces to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I won't have the necessary forces to fight back, and there is going to be an absolutely massive attack on this side, right? I mean, he's going to have a sizable force, and there's little that I would be able to do about it. I could go in here and attack, but he has this horseman. I don't know, it's just this horseman seems so juicy. It's just, it just does. It's just, problem is he's going to recruit another heavy infantryman, and I'm just going to be absolutely blown away. Now this is an intelligent, strong horseman, and I can assure you I will miss. So 14 plus 14 plus 18, 32, it's not going to do enough. So I will miss, and then this skeleton will be exposed. not really sure, ladies and gentlemen, what to do here. I feel that I am walking into a trap, but if I don't take action here, I will simply be overwhelmed anyway. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do too much at once, and I'm going to break my neck. So I'm going to do this. Okay, and I'm going to go. Well, I would need 2 out of 2 here, right? So if I get this 2 out of 2, game over. If I don't, I'm dead. I didn't get anything, absolutely anything. So that was hilarious. So I think I'm going to go like this. Okay, so I have these units here, which probably will die at night versus Loyalist. There is the possibility of a run by over there, and this bat here is also waiting for the run by. I'm not even going to bother. It's a quick adept, knowing this horseman. He is going to get basically 2 out of 2 with the horseman, and this will die. And of course I missed with my adept, so that was a high risk situation and a low reward, and now I am going to keep pressing ahead, right? So if he's going here, then I am going to get this keep, and I'm going to keep recruiting, right? If he wants to do both at the same time, then he won't kill me here, right? So there is the charge here on this unfortunate adept, and yeah, I still think I played it right, because if I let him build up his army, I will be in dire straits, right? So okay, of course, quick, why not, ladies and gentlemen, quick infantryman. So okay, finally some justice here with the horseman. I missed 2 out of 2, but then he misses 2 out of 2, and now suddenly the game has become interesting. So will he use the heavy infantryman? Will he use the spearman? Will he use the cavalryman? Will he use the cavalryman to do a run by? Probably it will be... Oh god, that was absolutely insane. 2 out of 2 with the leader. I did not expect that. What is he going to do next here? He's going to block the creep, obviously. And I can move forward and attack the mage. He is interested in killing my units. I don't blame him. But at the same time, I could get some revenge on this cavalryman. Though it's not the best target in the world. Horseman would be much better if I managed to get it, but again, being on 20% here would make me an absolutely sure meal for this heavy infantryman. Okay, there is some sort of movement here, movement of troops here on this side. Again, this cavalryman is basically drawing attention at this point. I could have had my units pushing forward on this side. Instead, my units are doing absolutely nothing. Again, he tried to block the mage, access to his mage there. He was pretty scared I would kill the mage. It is an intelligent, strong mage. It doesn't have any resilience whatsoever. Now, in terms of this cavalryman, I will be hitting him as much as possible, hopefully. And this guy here should be enough, I guess. Okay, so now these units can finally do something useful with their lives. This one could go forward, but it is Dawn next. Now, I'm not sure whether... I'm not sure how to best play this, but I am scared of this horseman, and of course he doesn't die. One hit, please. One hit. Yes, at least one hit. Horseman dies. That was a very expensive unit, also a very mobile unit, so it's good that I finally got rid of it. However, it's not looking good on this side, I will be completely honest with you. So I can try to pull back a bit, but I will need full hits on this horse, which, let's be serious, never happens. And let's see here with the skeleton, I hit pretty well actually. I might even consider bringing the bat back. Yeah, it's a tough one, to be honest. I mean, these two units will die. This one will die. This one will die. I'm not sure because he has too many targets at this point. But this low hit point horse is going to absolutely wreak havoc in my village line, and it's just so frustrating and there's nothing I can do about it. I could attack with this bat, but again, it's just not going to work, is it? It's much better if I go with this bat. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, you know, I go with this bat here, then suddenly I have the option to get that village way in the background. Now this one is not very I'm not sure about the mage. I mean, 5-3, I'm guessing it will be 6-3, and he can just basically one-shot my ghost. Then with the cavalryman he will definitely destroy my ghost, so I'm really not sure what to do here in terms of damage against the cavalryman. I could try to, and there will be a run by here, so not really sure whether I should deal the damage on the cavalryman or whether I should be trying to reposition my leader for recruiting. Ghost here can still be, I'm just not sure, ladies and gentlemen, what would be the best course of action at this point. Placing the bat here would basically yeah, I am absolutely not sure. I could do this, try to deal my damage while I still can, and then I could surround it with the ghost. Again, try to deal my damage while I still can. And now this cav should be able to die versus the skeleton archer, and suddenly Daniel BR has a problem on this flank. This won't do much, but getting the village here, I'm guessing if he leaves this village, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, oh god, I didn't take the village. Too much thinking can absolutely destroy you, as you saw there. I should have used the bat to take the village. Now he's going to recruit one absolutely fantastic unit, and that will be it. Yeah, that's the problem when you cast live and you speak instead of playing. Now he still needs to clear this skeleton. I'm curious what he will use, whether he will go for this skeleton archer instead. He can't move this mage. I feel that if he moves this mage, then, well, he could move it here, then it will be okay, I guess. Still 2 3 4 5 6, yeah, most damage, this option here, going for the skeleton archer. Now I have a lot of gold and nowhere to spend it. Have to be careful. That is actually an important I'm not sure how much damage he deals. Does he deal 5? Does he deal less? I dare say he must deal less. Okay, he's coming towards me. He needs this keep. He wants to recruit on this keep. He can't take any chances. I'm not sure this cavalryman will do what it's supposed to be doing. I think we're doing pretty well. I mean, it's 2-2, yeah, sure, but we are attacking. We could make life difficult here for this Javelinier. We could prevent him from recruiting if we wanted to. So we could do that with... Okay, I'm just going to do this before I forget. And but I feel that getting the kill here is just more important. Of course, it's not going to happen, apparently. It still has quite a sizable HP pool. There's no other choice, unfortunately. I needed to kill that cavalryman. Now, in terms of this flank, 3-3 first strike. It's not looking pretty. I need to stop this pillaging, especially since I did not recruit units. Now here it's a long shot, but worth it. So 5-2. These two units are absolutely dead. My leader 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be able to recruit, but will need quite a lot of time to basically recover, and especially with this mage pushing forward, it's not going to be pretty. The mage might decide to go for the ghost, 6-3, so if he does hit full hits, the ghost will die. Could also block the mage here, basically prevent the enemy leader recruiting too much. It's risky either way. I feel that I shouldn't be exposing my ghost to the mage, but if he does miss once, then I'm in great shape. So I am going to do this. I am going to get as many village as possible, and it is going to be day, so I should be retreating anyway. It's going to be 5-4 soon, probably 5-5, so this is not over. This is not over by all means. It's even. I just need to make sure that I keep the pressure and I don't lose these villages too quickly. I will lose some of them. I mean, this one is quick, unfortunately, so he will be able to pillage quite efficiently. And this is a 50% archer. He survived once, but I think that's basically it. This heavy infantryman will go for him, and that would be the end of that archer. No, apparently not. Come on, yes, one dodge there. That's all I needed. Okay, so we see these cavalrymen coming in. That is a trap, ladies and gentlemen. He wants me to come here, he wants me to recruit, and he basically wants me to end the game right here, right now. I don't know how I feel about this. On one hand, it's quite intriguing, right? But look at the damage, just look at the damage, 16-2, so he can just basically obliterate me. So on one hand is quite intriguing. There is this fencer as well coming to help. I'm not sure I can actually kill the mage. It's not looking pretty, if I'm completely honest with you. I don't feel that fighting into this is wise. I would say that it would be much better if I simply retreat, lick my wounds, and fight another day. So this is a quick heavy infantryman, 1 2 3 4 5, so should be fine if I go here. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, so should be here fine if I go here. In terms of the bat, should stay out of his range as well. Not sure whether going back would have too much merit. I'm going to at least have a unit sit behind and fight for this. And now I will be going Dark Adepts, and I will be pushing forward for to basically try and obliterate him during nighttime. So I will be trying to draw some attention with this ghost. I think I'm sitting pretty here with this bat. I'm not sure whether I should already go for if I should go for something like a ghost at this point, or just for more power, more Dark Adepts. I would need a ghost against this pillaging here, but I feel that a Dark Adept would be, I mean a quick Dark Adept, and it is quick, would be equally good, because it can go back and it can basically put pressure on the village. Okay, this being said, I do have the village advantage, so there's no point in me trying to end the game right there and then. Okay, that is going to be 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's going to need some time to get there, but when it does get there, it's going to be difficult to fight. Now I foresee that he might go top, right? He might try to go top here. He might try to do a ring around the rosy. It's afternoon. My power phase is going to come soon, so he is going for this bat. So again, I'm preventing the pillaging by having my bats way into enemy territory. I will have to take, okay, he's kind of staying here, which is a bit awkward. I also have 10 out of 16 villages. I have this village here and this village here, and basically that's it. Now with these units going on this side, right, he might have a pillaging army on the other side, right? He might have that, and you can see, I can see it here. But if he's not careful, this bat can just go around and pillage these villages, which are quite dense, right? So that's the beauty of the bats. Now in terms of, okay, 7 3 3 2, I'm going to take my chances. Now afternoon, it is going to be afterwards, it is going to be so remember, I am player 2. So afterwards, it is going to be dusk, so he won't have that much firepower. So and now I'm not all in here. I might reposition my units if I consider it. I'll give away this village simply because I do have a sizable army coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I just don't think this mage can reach me here. And in terms of my leader, I could just simply play the defensive game and try and... I'm just gonna do that actually. If he does go for these villages, I will have the bat and I'll have more units attacking also from the other side. I'm not all in, by all means. I'm just being annoying, if anything. This is a dangerous spearman though. Those are a lot of hits on the bats. I think I'll keep staying in that village. Really curious what happens with this spearman. I will have eyes on them very soon. Okay, so... Okay, this one went there. So this means that I can be pillaging relatively soon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could go either way. Okay, it's 8-8. It's even in terms of villages. But let's see how much I can do here. 7-3. It's not that great. Just going to push my adepts forward on 50%. This one on 60, why not? This one on 50. Oh, there is a horseman there. Don't agree with this horseman, if you ask me. Now, these are a lot of adepts, and I do like the positioning of my ghost, so I don't intend to change it at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not yet, but still, I do have a lot of units attacking here. And in terms of what happens on this side, again, I could send some Dark Adepts there. By the time they get there, though, this Heavy Infantryman might be healed up. Or I might just push forward and catch this leader, since he does seem to be out of position. So either way it could work. I don't see how he could defend this village at this point, and I don't see how he could defend his leader. I don't think he can run fast enough. So I'm just going to go here and basically bet on the fact that this Heavy Infantryman will not be able to pillage that quickly, and I'm going to try to use this cycle made of 2 favorable times for myself. I'm going to try to leverage it towards my advantage as much as possible. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This leader is not getting out of here alive. Again, multiple options for me at this point. He's not attacking into this. I will get this keep. There's no way he can stop it. This bat here is incredibly annoying. He cannot... I mean, he does have quick Heavy Infantrymen, but again, Heavy Infantrymen, not the most mobile of units. And... oh god, he needed that. That was a 50% bat. Died like it was nothing. So now I'll be actually at a village disadvantage. He needed to take that risk. He took it. He got what he needed. So, is it enough? That is the question. Can he make a comeback with only that? I am quite low on bones. Okay, he is taking these risks. If I go back, my bat will die. Unfortunate turn, I guess. I got plus 85% in this turn. Overall, I've taken minus 3% and I've inflicted minus 7%. So I'm not saying, don't consider myself lucky looking at these statistics. However, I should, again, it's a big should, I should have the better positioning here, because this leader would be keepless for quite a while now already. So he doesn't have, maybe he could recruit a spearman, and if that spearman would be strong, then yes, maybe he could, but he can't really. So where does he recruit? He recruits on this keep, then I have a target. He runs away, then he won't recruit for a very long time. This mage is also quite slow, so he could go back here towards this keep and defend from there. I mean, look at the target here that I have on this fencer. It's an intelligent, resilient fencer, but I do have, again, yeah, that's what I expected. I expected him to run away. But again, where does he run with the leader? Does he run backwards? He needs to run also with the fencer as well. He can't stay here. I do need to recruit more bones. I am quite heavy on adepts at this point. I believe I have more than enough adepts. Okay, what does he do? That is the million-dollar question. What does he do with the leader? Does he run here? Does he run there? I should be able to scout with the ghost exactly where the leader is. Okay, the leader went back. So again, no reason to be shy at this point. We've already done our strategical maneuvers, so even saying go for it, I'm not going to stop now. Ugh, of course. Anyway, I am going to guessing taking this with the ghost would slow me down the least. And now in terms of units, I'm guessing more skeleton archers. Maybe a ghoul would be okay at this point, perhaps even a walking corpse. Going to go with skeleton archers for the time being. And in terms of what this bat does, I'm going to take the village. I mean, he has to come back and he has to kill me, but then he still needs to lose a turn to get the village, right? So it's still basically being annoying, slowing things down, while I close in on his leader, right? So like this bat was annoying here, although that bat should have survived, statistically speaking. Okay, so ghosts cost, I don't even know how much a ghost costs anymore these days. And there's ladder era, there's default era. I'm guessing ghosts are 19. They've made it 19 also in default era. So yeah, these units are going to be absolutely annoying. They are going to pillage relatively efficiently. They are both quick. However, I'm not focused on pillaging anymore. I'm focused on getting his leader. He is mounting here quite a good defense. So his plan is going to be defend here on this keep while his units pillage these villages, which is, you know, the best he can get at this moment in time. Yeah, it's just, it's a long shot, but it's the best he can do at this point. Problem is that I focused on killing these scouts, so, you know, he does have this horseman, but that's not how you want to be using the horseman, right? Okay, so as you can see, he has done a very good job at running away from me during my power phase, so I can't really hit much here. I could try and hit again this, but again my unit will die most likely. There is the mage here as well. I do need to do some damage though. It's just, oh come on, no, this is impossible. I mean, this is like the second time in a row when I missed 2 out of 2. So this is just statistically highly unlikely. More dark adepts. One more skeleton archer. And that's it. Don't know what else I can do at this moment in time. He needs to be really lucky to be able to kill me at dawn, right? It's not his full power phase. He's going to go for this adept. That's self-explanatory, I guess. Okay, that was a 60% skeleton archer. He dodged once. There is a dark adept here to punish this heavy infantryman. And archers are not that bad versus heavy infantryman. Okay, RNG is a bit weird at this point. No hits at all. So it's turning, so -11, -10%. Okay, he's going to get it eventually, I guess. Yes, he got it. And that's 1 unit. And now I do need to hit with my dark adepts quite a lot. And I mean, I do have a lot of hits on this fencer, so hopefully I will be able to hit a bit. I have a lot of slots on this fencer, so hopefully I will be able to hit him a bit. Okay, what is he doing here? That's not a good idea. Okay, he has the mage, that's why he did this. Okay, great. So that basically is awesome for me. GG, there is the GG. Okay, never mind. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so you saw this. Now I would have basically done a lot of damage here. I would have killed the mage. I would have basically done a lot of damage on the horseman. And I did have a sizable village advantage. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Howling Ghost Badlands, Game 1 versus Daniel BR, Undead win. So let's see now what he save game here. So grand finals, Daniel, game 1. Okay, and now let's quit to menu. Yes. So let's see here if he let's see now if game 2 is coming or not. Okay, he can now. So what map would you prefer? Okay, let's create freelance. So we're going to create here the freelance, the good old freelance, and it's going to be fixed time tournament. Neki versus Daniel BR. Okay, strict synchronization, planning to advance, shuffle sides. There is the time limit. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. The freelance versus Daniel BR. Easy wins. Was not easy, I can assure you that. Okay, so ready, let's go. Good old freelance, and I am elf. Not too bad. I would have been even happier if I had the marksman, but I am okay with this hero. I am okay also with the faction. Elf is pretty strong. Difficult to attack with them, right? You do have to be creative to attack with them, but it's pretty strong. The only way that I could straight up lose this is to an orc rush. So before I was scared about Drake, now I'm scared about an orc rush. So what we're going to do, we are going to recruit in Elvish Scout. Strong intelligent. I wish it was quick, but doesn't matter. And I'm not sure about shenanigans here, but I'm not going to bother thinking about that, and I'm going to go. It's a very, very stressful recruit. I'm basically going to spam Elvish fighters because that's the way to deal with an orc rush. Intelligent, resilient. I would like a strong resilient. I'm going to keep recruiting until I get a strong fighter. Quick intelligent. Okay. So we are in deep trouble. So if he is orc, I am not happy with my traits. So the only one that I could perhaps use is this intelligent, resilient one. And I should place it here on this map for you. So Mato says nice map for you, thank you. We shall see. I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Elves are strong, elves are nice, but it's quick one here, this one here, and basically this one, intelligent, resilient, dexterous, resilient. I really don't know, guys. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. So I'm just going to do this. Can go either way. I'm really curious what he is. Maybe in case of an orc rush would be better to be 1 2 3 4 5, would be better to be towards this side just a little bit. And okay, I've just changed my mind. Strong quick, it's strong, but it's quick at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we're all good versus Orc, I dare say now, if he is indeed Orc. If he's something else, then not so much. So we get Sergey here. What's the hardest to play faction for you? Well, I have to say that dwarves are... Oh, and we are going versus loyalists. So yeah, I probably regret recruiting so many fighters at this point in time. I do need to mix urgently some archers, some wowsers as well. Yeah, it's going to be a long game. So coming back there to Sergey's question, I would say dwarves, they need a buff on thunderers. They need to make thunderers dexterous. I'm not going to play them until then, so if I ever get dwarves, I would just call rematch, unless it's a really good map for dwarves. So let's see, I was gonna send a quick one there, and let's see what's happening here. Okay, so probably not the best placement for the scout, but it will have to do. Dexterous, resilient, afternoon, so I think we could get away with that. Is it a strong one? I don't know. If they want to attack, might as well go for this fighter, if they do want to. Now, there's not going to be an attack on this side, that's for sure. Might as well send the quick one towards this side. Try to put a bit of pressure. Feeling frisky. Let's see if he does something. Elves and Elder WoW's leader. I would not pick elves ever. I would random elves, yeah, sure, but I would never pick elves. If I were to pick a faction, I think I would pick orcs, because they can just deal with pretty much everything, depending on the map, of course. Sometimes it's just impossible to deal with Drake, for example, on single attack corridor maps. Okay, just 1 second here. Okay, and we are back. So not much happening. I can't really scout on this side very well. So don't know what's coming at me, so I'll just get another scout. Probably not the best. Probably people will start saying, no, why did you do that? That is your undoing. But it's just that it's just a bit silly. I feel a bit silly going back and forth versus his probably cav intensive recruit, right? So why should I suffer when he simply does not? Okay, not really sure here. I just don't have any attacking units whatsoever. Okay, I see his units. There is going to be a okay, more. I want to see his leader as well. Longbowman, not the worst, not the best. Could have been worse, definitely. So yeah, I'm just mimicking an attack here. I just want to change the direction of attack on the other side. Okay, so with this mass fighter recruit, I can't really be achieving much. I would need to mix some wowsers, but then mixing some wowsers in would just basically condemn me to be defensive, whereas Daniel BR is going to keep building up those mage numbers. So I can already tell you that Daniel BR is already preparing the attack. Of course, I knew this question would come. Yeah, it's I just feel a bit again uncomfortable knowing that he has all these scouts, being able to see exactly what's going on around the map, and I have to just move an archer back and forth. It's just, I feel silly. For example here, right, he basically has nothing, but I can't really see it, right? So now I can see it, and now I can just, you know, move forward. Because I have a scout and I am able to see what's coming at me. It's because he has this superior scouting that I do want a second scout. Now, in terms of recruits here, I would say in the wows 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2. It's bad either way, so I'm just going to recruit it here. I do need a wows. There's lots of spearmen coming my way. Now 1 2. Okay, and there's the horseman. So yeah, I do need yet another wows, basically. Okay, horseman there. This one can get this village if Daniel BR is overconfident, like he usually is. And now in terms of my unit placement, that's not going to do absolutely anything there, right? That's going to do absolutely nothing there. What I could do though is try to try to poke a bit, right? Try to poke him a bit. 1 2 3 4 5. So they are dexterous resilience, so might as well just put some damage into this. Oh, come on, just put some damage into the bloody scout. Okay, good. At least for the next attack, when the next attack does come, he won't have right, he won't have enough. I have to be careful though. I don't want to get in the range of this longbowman. And I have to be careful here with these other units, right? So I would want to place my scout somewhere here, I would say. Strong quick one there, and the scout somewhere here. Make sure this fencer doesn't become overconfident, right? So if he does decide to go for these units, we are going to have a nice exchange at night, and I can already take a village here, more or less. So we have 3 villages, right? So That should be fine. Now I am risking on the left hand side. Again, he is bullying me, so he's moving his units forward at night, right? He wants to get, he's really greedy, he wants to get a huge advantage, so that when he attacks, I basically scramble for positioning and his units are here at dawn, right? With mages and with a fencer and with all these spearmen and with the horsemen, everything in my face. And so that's why he only kept 2 units here. So he's bullying me, right? But as you all know, neki cannot be bullied. You want to be a man, sure, fight me at night. You have superior forces, I give you that. Start attacking these elvish fighters, yeah, no problem. Let's exchange blows at night. I don't have a problem with that. But, you know, do something about this flank as well. You know, be a bit more mannered, right? Don't just try to be greedy with myself. You can be greedy with other people, no problem, but not with myself. Okay, so let's see the comments here. Okay. Well, yeah, basically I put it in the back out of principle. So basically I don't want to be, let's say, I don't want it to be scouted, right? So I was gonna get it, you know, my plan was to get it here anyway, so there was no way for it to be scouted. So in that particular position, you're right, this one would have been a better position because it offered more options. I completely agree with you, but out of principle I put it here, so it's more difficult to be scouted. Although again, in that particular turn there was no danger for it to be scouted. It was just again, just a reflex, if you wish. Okay, so now we are dealing with a much better opponent, right? At second watch, he is in his villages. He has retreated his cavalryman. He does want his cavalryman to be in tip-top shape for whenever he attacks. So no, that's much better. Now we do need to see what he is doing. So I'm going to go in with this scout a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the leader is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm intrigued. Okay, so there it is. There is a cavalryman. So with this cavalryman, I would say that the best recruit would be... So with cavalrymans on this side, wows on this side, does not make sense. Now, he might also, you know, he put his units back. He might also basically rotate and try to get his units there, although the distance is quite large. So basically what I am going to do is I'm going to get 1 wows on both flanks because he's being tricky, and from there on I would basically see, you know, I would adapt. I would supplement with archers. Archers are never a problem, right? Archers are always fine. Now I also see 1 mage, so I'm very happy with two houses. I don't see those mage numbers building up. I do lack archers, so I would need to recruit archers soon. This horseman is just a stress on wheels. I would say that the best decision here would be to... Again, if he does decide to make a huge attack, I'll just move this wows here. It's not a secret I have wows, as everybody knows. Now, I do need to be careful on this side here. I could attack this horseman, and I do need to focus a bit on this side, actually. Okay, so I decided to play it safe. No reason to overextend. I'll just see what he is doing at this point in time. Does he decide to go left? Does he decide to go right? It does appear that he's going left. However, his mage won't be there in time. Not sure what he's doing here. He's going to attack, or he's just getting the best position possible. So, okay, he's just getting the best position possible, I guess. All these are going to push forward, and that will be that. But you see, the mage is not quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The mage won't be able to do much at this point. Also, with 2 scouts forward, I see exactly what's coming at me. He can't trick me that easily. There is a lot of attention in the middle. So probably this wows will just will end up somewhere in the middle. Really interested in this horseman. How will he place it? Probably I should have been a bit more daring with this scout to try to get this village, try to really use it to the best of its potential. But it's not too late to basically try and do a run-by with this quick, intelligent elvish fighter and with the scout. Okay, he's trying to intimidate me with a longbowman. That is interesting, to say the least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, in terms of my defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So, in terms of my defense, he can probably get an elvish fighter out of all this, but I will be ruthless on my counterattack. So I am going to put this here. I'm going to put this here simply because I'm not even sure it's needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think you can even get a village out of all this, so I don't even think I need something on the village. So I'm going to go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I am going to a dexterous resilient would definitely go here. Another dexterous resilient will definitely go here. The scout will go here. Not the best of choices, but it will have to do. And in terms of retribution, I guess an archer would be in order. I could place the scout somewhere better. It just feels a pity to simply waste the scout like that. I mean, sure, he will attack, he will be on the village. Not sure I have the best of scout placements on this side. I'm keen on keeping my leader on the village. Now, in terms of what he is doing on this side. Okay, he recruited a fencer. So, okay, so another archer coming next turn, and then the leader moving to attack. He will have to basically try his luck on some 60% targets, and there's nothing I can do to stop him, right? So I did my best to place my units on 60%. He wants to go for them. That's it. There's nothing I can do. Try my best to make sure that the mages are not able to hit, again with my move during nighttime, so not much else I can do. I do need to increase my archer numbers, so you can see he's trying to make me overcompensate on one flank, but I did keep 3 units here. Again, he does not have a mage in place to attack me. I do have an intelligent, resilient fighter there, and he's basically betting on this horseman. I'm not sure. Again, he can. What is he going to do here? He's going to attack. Again, I don't feel particularly strong to be able to attack. I feel that I need to increase my archer numbers a little before I'm able to do so. He's able to change these flanks quite easily, whereas I don't have the same mobility. Now, if he does attack me here with all these units, he's not going to do it. He's just posturing. I do need these archers. I mean, look at the amount of cavalry he has, so I do need them. I can't really move around the map without them. What I can do is try to get a good scout of what is actually going on there. Of course, nothing. I'm not going to move the houses. I'm just not going to. It's just so tempting to move it here. However, if I do move it there, the horseman can reach. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to refrain myself from doing that. Now, I don't see any mage in sight. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe here would be even more. A bit scarier. I don't see any mage in sight, and I don't think there's anything coming from that side either. I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be again doing two things at once. In terms of this leader, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am trying to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am trying to 1, 2. Guess I'm trying to be a bit more slightly a bit more aggressive. Okay, he's not going to attack, he's just trying to provoke a reaction. Unfortunately, with my slow wowzers and with my low archer numbers, there's nothing I can do but defend, try to be everywhere at once. If he does attack into this, he will attack this quick, intelligent, elvish fighter, which I'm sure he actually won't. Again, I didn't get a good scout of his recruits. He might be banking, as far as I know. So again, he's moving his units around lots of these fences, and I don't have a great unit combination to deal with them. So is this a second horseman? Is this the old horseman? It looks like the old horseman. It seems like he's banking a bit, if you asked me. I'm going to try and provoke some sort of recruit. Again, I'm just trying to mimic the fact that I will attack middle with wowzers, which I probably won't. Now I'm the one banging a bit because I would like some more archers, so I'm not too keen on basically, let's see if this can do enough here to deter this this fencer. I guess this would put the fencer in a vulnerable position, so we're happy with the placement of my well, it can actually be hit from quite a lot of sides, so I'd rather put the Elvish Scout here. Okay, staying away from Mage, staying away from Horseman as much as possible. So, well happy with the placement of my units, trying to bring the Wowzers down the middle, trying to make some sort of attack. It will be difficult with only 2 archers and 2 Wowzers. But we shall see. Not too keen on bringing my leader forward just yet. There it is. Now it's dusk, so it's not his power phase. He will be making lots of recruits. Mages are fine because mages basically give a purpose to my huge army of fighters. What I am scared about are these fences. These fences are going to be on 70%. They're going to do quite a lot of retaliation damage. There's not much I can do to stop them. I would need my own mages at one point. The problem with my own mages is that they die to absolutely everything. They die to cavalrymen, they die to horsemen, they die to everything. And I would like to be the one attacking at night. So the best way to deal with these fences is to actually try to level an Elvish archer. It's just that these 3 fences will basically go on an Elvish archer and destroy it, absolutely destroy it. So yeah, it's not pretty. I can't simply attack into these fences. His army is too big at this point. I did need to do this push to basically trigger some sort of recruit out of him because he was banking like a piggy. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to attack. He decides when the game is going to, well, it's going to start basically. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, right? And I did 12 recruits. So yeah, I dare say I dealt relatively well with the banking problem. Now he's trying to lure me into this cavalryman. He placed it on 30%, yeah, and I do have an archer. Problem is not a it's not a dexterous archer by all means. Okay, so this is shaping up to be a very, very late game. It's already been 10 turns. There's been absolutely no units killed as of yet. I'm in the middle of my attack, and I also need to sleep. So I'm going to propose save and continue tomorrow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so that's it. Good game, game 1, and I will abort game here. So score is 1-0 for myself. However, we are very, very far away from the conclusion of this grand finals. Remember, it's best out of 5, and the game on freelance is shaping up to be a very, very long game. So I shall see you, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow evening with more action on the fixed time tournament grand finals.